welcome back another day, another vlog. Hope you're all well this evening. It's a fly out night. Finally get to go home to see our families, which I can't wait to see little Jack and my lovely wife. Can't wait. Very good. 2 weeks is enough. Out here in the desert, all alone, shoved in an office in a square 3 metre by 3 metre square office for 2 weeks straight. Get a bit cooked in the head. But that's all good. It's all good. It's all for a reason. Now, before I go anywhere, tomorrow night there won't be a vlog tomorrow, just so you're aware. Just that first night home is just too tricky. 24 hours no sleep. I'm literally running on fumes, and I just want to get home and enjoy the night with my family. So I'm just going to go down that. I think that's fair enough. 1 day out of a month, it's really not that much of a loss. And it'll give me more to talk about the next night, on Thursday night. So just so you are aware, yeah, cool. Rightio, so news-wise, there's a bit coming out for 2020. We know heaps of tech has already been talked about, and can't wait to see it all. Big one for that is Qualcomm, the processor. Guys that make a lot of stuff for a lot of phones like Samsung and all those the mobile market. The 865 Snapdragon's coming out in 2020. It's going to be a monster. It's going to be huge things for the mobile phones and small electronics. They're saying that this thing is going to be 4K HDR compatible, over 1 billion shades of color it'll be able to process. It's going to do 8K video, 200 megapixel photos. Obviously they're going to be stitched together, but 200 megapixels, that's insane. Unlimited high-speed video at 960 frames a second. Insanity. That's going to obviously be limited by how much you can store in your phone, and that'll be at 720p, but that's like the same as your webcam on your Apple laptop. And 4K at 240 frames a second. So just this thing is going to just make things so much possible. Like, imagine me, I'll be able to do 8K video on my phone when I'm doing another vlogs. That's insane. You'll be able to see every pimple I get. Maybe that's not real good, but it's yeah, pretty amazing that what it's going to be able to do. It's going to make mobile storytelling, which is what we do on YouTube, just take it to the next level and people to be able to show off some amazing things in the world that we live in. So yeah, Qualcomm, amazing. Obviously we talked about this, we've heard about the S11 from Samsung being 8K ready. Well, I'd say that's why the 865 is probably going to be shoved in that. And 8K video is coming to the mobile market. We don't even have it in half the cameras we've got that are worth thousands of dollars, and we're going to get it in mobile devices. So huge year for mobile devices. If you haven't already bought a new phone, I suggest you wait. 2020 might be the year to get on to buy a new phone, because you're going to get some super high tech this year. Yeti, we all know Yeti do outdoors and eskies and stuff like that, or coolers if you're from the States. They're bringing out the V series, which is a stainless steel esky. Really flash. It's kitchen grade stainless steel over a fully vacuum sealed enclosure. Looks $1 million and not far off the price. $800 US. 46 cans, so probably a good 30 pack for us in Australia. 30 pack in there, and maybe a couple of bottles of spirits. So that's okay. That's a good size, but that's like $1,100 for a friggin' esky. You can buy a Waco or a fully refrigerated unit for that, and the same size. So that's going to be a hard sell for them in Australia for an esky. That's a lot of moolah, and I can't see them selling too many. But if you have to have the best, it's coming. Definitely coming. Now the Mac Pro releases in a few hours, probably about 3 hours here now, till it'll be hit midnight, and then that, I'm assuming that'll be pretty much close to States. It's releases Tuesday in America, which is, we're already in Tuesday. We live in the future, although our technology lives in the past. It's true, but it's sad, but it's true. But yeah, so that drops today in America. Starting prices, we all know, $6,000 US for the box, 6,000 for the screen, for the one screen, and then it goes up to the moon and back from there on. Can't wait to just get on. Just want to see what the specs and just see what you can build out and how big it can go. There's been plenty of rumours they're talking 50 to 60,000 US will be the top of the range for it. What that's going to give you and how nutcase high performance that's going to be. Obviously, it's not for normal humans. It's for big businesses, big time music studios. I don't even think it's going to be really for the high-end photographer. You'd have to be really pushing it if you're punching photos and you need a 60,000 US, $100,000 computer next to your desk just to edit a photo. It's only like the photo's only going to be as good as the software. You've already got the image that's locked and loaded. It's the software that's there. I don't see how having a super powerful computer is going to be able to make it better. It's going to be the software that actually makes it better. So it's going to be more so for like film guys doing huge amounts of 8K footage, 6K footage and stuff like that. It's definitely high end. You'd probably be lucky, I guess, if you see one in the next year. If you see one, I'd say it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be like finding a Ferrari F50 or a 959 Porsche. Photo, get a photo up. Hey, Bookmate Pro, check that out. So yeah, but it drops tomorrow, so you can go and have a play and suss out what it's going to cost these rich people to buy it. Right, China. They're fighting back against Trump and his tariffs. Obviously, we all know that the US has banned Huawei and a lot of Chinese companies from selling in America. All these can't get it. China's now fighting back and they're now banning all US company tech from any Chinese government facility or business. They've got 2 years to get rid of it, and then basically there'll be nothing. So no Apple, no HP, no Intel is to be anywhere in any Chinese government-owned or run business in 2 years. That is millions upon millions of bits of equipment. It's going to cost these companies an absolute bucket load. It's a huge slap in the face back at Trump and the tariffs. So it's getting a little heated in that area, and we all know about India expanding with the Apple and stuff. I'm gonna say that the tariffs will keep coming backwards and forwards, and it's gonna be who's gonna fold. And I'd say hopefully that it's probably gonna end up being Trump getting kicked out of office and impeached and locked up to get this change. China's a pretty big deal, and they own pretty much everyone's debt. So I don't see how you can really fight against them. They pretty much got the planet locked up. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to see how this plays out. But yeah, 2 years, that's a huge blow to a lot of big companies. I'm sure that's going to affect their share price. And yeah, something huge in the news. Not good. And I'm sure we'll hear more over the next 12 months. Right, and then for us Australians, huge news today. If you haven't seen on the news already, Holden has announced that it's going to axe the Commodore as of next year. 2020 is the swan song for the Commodore. Sales have been just dismal. Everyone's getting into utes like the Ranger and the Ranger Raptor and all that's selling heaps. Everyone, you can buy a twin cab ute and take the family with you. Why would you need a poxy little sedan when it doesn't even have a V8 in it anymore? So we all knew it was going to happen when they brought the European Commodore. That was never going to succeed here. No one's ever like that. And it's gone. It's done and dusted. That Commodore name is, unfortunately, they should have retired it before they turned it into a silly girls' car, I guess. It wasn't the best idea to bring that European car. They've never sold here, and yeah, it's pretty much axed it. It's done and dusted. The end, 42 years of Commodore being in Australia, number one car for probably 5 or 6 of those years. And sales always up against the Ford Falcon, and now they're both gone and dusted, and it's only probably us old people that grew up with them that are going to remember them. Yeah, real shame in our history. It's sad. Another reason the Australian government can get rid of all these stupid taxes about imports to protect the Australian car industry, which we don't even have anymore. It's totally done and dusted and over. It's never going to get back. So maybe we can reduce the cost to get some of these nice cars in, so we can actually have a decent car to drive instead of paying $200,000 for an F-150, which is bloody ridiculous. And that's about it. A little bit of a rant there at the end, but yeah, sad to see Holden go, and yeah, the Australian government never really helped out that much, so it's a bit of a shame. The end of the era with electric cars coming, that's all going to change as well. So the space will change in the next 5 years. I think we'll see a ton more electric cars coming in, and hybrids and all that sort of stuff. So I think we'll see more changing as we go. So lots changing in the car industry, but a sad moment for us Australians. Adeus de Durabaras. Holden. Goodbye. And that's it for another night. Another swing done and dusted before Christmas. We're coming back. We work right through Christmas and New Year's. We fly out New Year's Day, which is awesome. Shift change on Christmas Eve. Wicked. Get to sleep in all day and be stuck in my room for Christmas Day, so that's no fun. But you get that, you sort of do a bit of a rotation every second year, sort of get off to be with your family, share around a bit. But yeah, here we go. Home time, a week at home with the family, can't wait to see them. So whatever you're doing, coming, going, or hitting the hay, we'll see you all Thursday night for another bout of news and tech and what's happening in the world or YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you soon. Peace.